Welcome back to Oulton Park after the Bennetts BikeSocial Sprint Race, the first race of the showdown, and it's an emotional first win of the weekend for the BeerMonster Ducati team and Glenn Irwin. Glenn, talk us through that race. It's been a long weekend so far. You had pole position earlier, and it was tough holding off your teammate throughout that, wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously we came to hear off the back of the news about Paul, and it was tough. A couple of weeks ago when we got that news, and coming here, we have to nearly be not emotional. We have to come and do our job, and I feel like not just me, as an entire team, and to Tommy as well. We've done that all weekend. We've set a great level, I think, throughout practices and that. For the race, the Ducati can be so temperamental off the line, and yeah, I don't know, just a lot of hard work at the minute, a lot of mindfulness, presence. When I needed that start, and I think I knew I would get it. It's weird, my head's been so focused on getting off them lights, and we done that. I had quite a strong opening laps, obviously set a pace that I think has put me 5th in the grid for tomorrow, which is good because, it's always a bit easier when you're in the chasing pack to get that time, so quite happy with that. Went fast for like 4 or 5 laps and then choose to slow down a bit. Started to read Tommy's board more and see 1.5 or 1.3 over Leon, and seeing it started to come down. So at that stage I started to use the big screen just to get other riders involved if I could. So feel like we as a team done a great job. My bike was very, very good in that race. Always areas to improve in racing, but if we keep focusing on ourselves, like I say, I've probably had about, 10 cold showers. I haven't used a warm water tap in the motorhome once. I'm really turning wacky. I'm meditating before every session now, and it's funny because I would have laughed at the guys doing that, once upon a time, but I feel ready. I don't know, I've said it all year. I do feel like this is a year. The pressure, I understand people feeling pressure, but it's not there at the minute. So, I'm really, really enjoying my racing. I didn't know what happened in the last lap. The boys have just told me, so thanks, Tommy, for not taking me off. I think it was quite close, but 7.5 points. That sounds better than 14.5. Good. Well done to the boys as well, and obviously that's dedicated to the Birdman.
Thank you, Glenn. And returning to the podium for Cheshire Moulding's Kawasaki in race 1, the BikeSocial Sprint Race here at Oulton Park, it's Lee Jackson. Lee, birthday today. That must be a good way to celebrate your birthday. You obviously were able to capitalise on Tommy's mistake on the last lap, but you were there along with Leon right until the end. Talk us through it, please.
Yeah, obviously handicapped myself a little bit starting 8th on the grid. I felt really good on Friday with practices, and then qualifying just didn't quite go to plan. I just didn't have the same feeling, but made the bike kind of almost back to where he was for yesterday and got a good start, which is a bit of an odd one for me. Normally my first lap's not the best, so got a good start, settled in behind Leon, and then Storm went down, which gave us a bit of a chasing pack to Kyle, which was quite nice. We got a couple of clean laps, and then we both caught Kyle and passed Kyle, and once I knew that it was just me and Leon to chase down the guys in front, I had like +1 on the board, so it was quite nice to settle into the rhythm and just work out where I was stronger and then make the move eventually. But I could always see something that was going to come down to a last lap battle between the two Ducatis. At one point I could see maybe Tommy was waiting just for that last lap pass because he looked like he was just all over the back of Glenn and didn't quite make the move. So going into that last lap, I knew that something might just come off of this, and then obviously into the second chicane, Tommy was deep, and then obviously went straight on, and I can capitalise on the fact that he'd gone straight on and finished second today, which was great for myself and the team. And it was nice because on Friday night my granddad passed away as well, so it was quite an emotional race for myself. But it's nice to start the weekend with a podium on the Saturday, ready for Sunday.
Congratulations, Lee. Thank you. And completing the podium for the Rocket BMW Motorrad team, Leon Haslam. Leon, coming into this weekend, you were looking forward to coming back to the track with the data that you had from previously, the first time this year that we've returned to a track. It really showed throughout the weekend so far, and you've been able to be in that lead pack again. Obviously, with a mix of different manufacturers at the front, it's difficult because places are different for different bikes where they have the advantage, but it seems you had a good battle, especially with Lee in those last laps.
Yeah, at certain points of the track, the BMW is really strong, as it was in the first round here. We had 2 seconds and a third, so we know the Ducatis are strong. My record here on the Kawasaki is strong, so I know it good is here, and normally the Yamahas are good here as well. So it's always a battle. It's always a battle at Oulton Park, but Yeah, we're trying a few things. We've gone the wrong way a few times this weekend, but we've been there or thereabouts. Going to get us head down together with the boys, try and come up with a few little differences. Like I say, the pace is there. We're second on the grid, as we was at Cadwell, but really frustrating. We can't battle for that win and be confident to battle for the win. But yeah, we'll come up with some things tonight, and hopefully we'll give it a good go. But yeah, thanks to everyone at Rocket BMW, and we'll see what we can do tomorrow.